As we seen before, for the mathematical logic, we have to certain condition that we have to fix. For applying the mathematical logic, that's why we have to apply the some connectives or some tools that can be connectives. Connectives are used to create a compound proposition, two or more propositions. As we know before, for implementing the mathematical logic, we have to fulfill the certain conditions, but conditions are not much. For applying the, for implementing the connect mathematical logic, we have to implement the, some connective that we are going to discuss here. First one is negation, that is represented by not or. There are some symbolic form of the negations, examples are shown. We read it not a, not a, or not a. For the factorial form, exclamation and the a, not a, and the a bar is also, all of these will known and read as not a. Now the second connective comes is and or logical conjunction denoted by the upper a sign, upper V sign. It is V, opposite V. We can say it is a logical and logical conjunction or the and sign. And the next one is or, yeah, logical disjunction. We can also say the or the logical disjunction, but in short form, generally we use the conjunction for the and the disjunction for the or, denoted by the V sign. And now the next term comes the exclusive of or. Now the next time comes, which is known as the XOR, or we write it XOR or XOR. In a symbolic form, we write the plus and within a circle. That is known as the XOR, exclusive of or. Now the next thing is known as the implication connectives or the conditional connectives. These are the same things. So we also write the implication, but the somewhere when we are going to discuss and the deal about the logical connectives, we generally use as a conditional, denoted by a single arrow or a double arrow with a single-sided mark, and the biconditional. So then the biconditional denoted by the bidirectional or the biconditional, or the denotation of this biconditional statement, biconditional connectives will be bidirectional arrow. We define the meeting synthesis of the logical connective tables, how it the precedence. The precedence of the logical operators. If we know the logical operators are present, then how they execute, which one execute the first, which one execute the second, which one execute the terminology that uses to represent or use the logical operators, which will evaluate at first, which will be the second, which will be the third, and which will be the last. Like in the arithmetic, an ordering is imposed on the use of the logical operator in the compound proposition. However, it is preferable to use the parenthesis to this Bangut operator and the facilitate the readability. We have to write in the normal form that anyone can read and try and can know how what this is written in a simple form. If we want to say in a basic and a simple language, we have to write clear and in a simple way. To avoid the unnecessary parasynthesis, the following precedents hold. First of all, we evaluate the negation, then conjunction, then the disjunction, then implication or the conditional, and the last biconditional. Logical connective negation. Now we are knowing about how the connectives are evaluated, means the precedence of the connectives. Now let's know about what is the not connectives or the negation connectives. Now we are going to take about the various quality of the connectives. Negation P. The negation of the proposition P is also a proposition. As we know, the vice versa is possible. The negation of the P is also a proposition, because if a statement is false, the negation of that statement will be always true. If a statement is true, then the negation of that statement will be false. Like, see some example. Today is not Monday. In case of today is Monday, statement is false. In case of today is not Monday, the statement is true. That's why we are going to say about the negation of a proposition is also a proposition. it is not the case that today is Monday, etc. The truth table for the negation, this negation inverts the value of the original proposition. Like you see here, I would like to show some truth table. Like a proposition P is holding value 0 and a 1. 0 stands for the false and the 1 stands for the true. Proposition false, proposition true. The negation of that statement will be the 0, the negation or the not operator connected will convert the value. The 0 will be changed to 1 and the 1 will be changed to 0. It is known as, this is the work of the negation of weight. And now the next connectives comes to the logical and. The logical connectives and is true only the when of the both propositions are. Means, as we know, and is comprising the two or more than two connectives. But in basic knowledge, we are just going to check the condition between the two propositions only. And the output of the and, after applying the and the connectives, we only get the output true if and only if the both of the statements are true. Means if the proposition P is true and the proposition Q is true, then the P and Q will be true. And the else of all the value of the P and Q, the condition, the P and Q will become false. Like I see, let's say the P is, we are taking the sum, look at the truth table, we are taking some value of the propositions like the 0, P is taking the value for the P, false, false, true, true. And for Q, false, true, false, true. Now check, let's check for the AND connective. So AND connectives, as I told you before, it will become true if and only if proposition P and the proposition Q both are true, then P and Q will be true. Either for all the values of P and Q, it will become false. That's why, let's check it out. P false, Q false, absolutely, and will become false. P false, Q true. P false, Q true, but not both are true. That's why and will become false. P true, Q false, not both are true. Here also and will become false. P true, Q true. The both values are true. Now the AND connective will work and we will show that output will also be true. Logical connective OR. Now the next connective comes OR. The logical disjunction. Also this is known as the logical disjunction. The AND is known as the conjunction and the OR known as the disjunction or logical OR. This becomes true if one of the proposition is true, then the output of this OR operator will be true. We can define the logical disjunction or the logical OR is true if one or both of the proposition are true. Means if the P or the Q or either one of the P and Q is giving the proposition value true, means that one is true, then the outcome of that will be also true. Let's say example using the truth table. Same example, same thing. What we taken for the AND, P, the value for P, false, false, true, true, and the Q, false, true, false, true. Now the next term is come P and Q. P and Q, for P and Q, and all the values except the 1 and 1 for where the P and Q both are true or are false. Now for the OR, if there is one true proposition, either P or either Q or either both, then the value will be true. Means the OR condition false when both of the proposition P and Q are false. So let's see, P false, Q false, OR will be false. P false, Q true, OR will be true. P true, Q false, OR will be true. And P true, Q true, OR will be also true. Now the next connective comes the exclusive of the OR. Here it is nothing, but this is just extended form exclusives of the sum of the odds. This one is always, this one is true when single, means either P have to true and Q have to true. Either P, not both. If the both are true, if the both from the two proposition P and Q, if the both are true or the both are false, then the exclusive OR will be false. If one and only one of both is true, then the output of the exclusive OR will be true. Now let's see the definition first. The exclusive OR the XOR of the two proposition is true when exactly one of the proposition is true and the other one is false. As we told you, for making the true output for the OR, we must need one and only one proposition to be true. Now let's see the example for the same P and Q value. P false, Q false, but not one true and one false condition here satisfying. That's why the XOR will be false. P is false, Q is true. Only one is true and the one is false. Now the P XOR Q will be true. P true, Q false. Now the exclusive OR value will be also true because one is true, one is false. And the last one, 1 and the 1. Here both of the values are true. Means we are not fulfilling the condition where one is true and another one is false. 1, 1. That's why the exclusive OR value output will be false. Now the next connectives come known as the implication or the condition. Basically, we will use the term it for the conditional definition. Let P and Q be two propositions. The implication P implies Q. P implies Q, but we will read in the mathematical logic like the P conditional Q. Okay. We will read as like the form P conditional Q is the proposition that is false when P is true and the Q is false and the true otherwise. Means the first proposition is true and the second proposition is false, then the output of the implication connective will be false, and for all the value, else all the value it will be true. And all the value it will be true. Let's see an example. P, for the P 0 0 and the 1 1 and the Q 0 1 0 1. What it stands? This is the similar like the before examples. Now let's check out the implication value. As I told you, the implication value when it will be false is we have to satisfy the condition when the first one is the true and the second one is the false. Means the first proposition is true and the second proposition is false. Then and only then it will give the output as a false. Like see an example. The P is false, Q is false, proposition P is false, proposition Q is false, then the output will be true. Then the output will be true. And a P is false, Q is true. Look at it. The first statement, first condition. The first condition is false and the second condition is true. That's why the implication will be also true, no problem. For making this false, we have to make the first proposition true and the second proposition false. Justify these things and make it remember, we have to make the first proposition or the statement true and the second statement false. Then the P conditional Q will become false. For else any value, it will become true. Now let's say here the P1 is true. P1, P1. 1 stands for the true. Here the P is true and the Q is false. Means first is true, second is false. Now, as usually, as I told you, the output will also become false. Now the next one is P is true and Q is false. It is not fulfilling the condition where the first one is true and the second one is false. That's why it will become also true. Logic connective implications too. And the implications can be read in the many various form. So some of them are written below, like if P then Q, P implies Q, if P comma Q, P only if Q, Q if P, whatever, etc. and so on. Logical connectives implications 3. These are the some example of the logical connective implication. If you buy your air ticket in advance, look at this. This is implying. Here we are showing the implication as we seen before. Here, if P then Q means if the P then Q. Same thing. If you buy your air ticket in advance, if this happens, it is cheaper. If you don't buy the air ticket in advance, it cannot be cheaper. If you cannot buy the air ticket in advance, it cannot be cheaper. That's why we are saying if P then Q and so on. Now the next connectives come biconditional. Now the next connectives come known as the biconditional. Definition for this. The biconditional, this is bidirectional. As normal, the conditional is a single directional from direction P to Q, or either we can also make the circumstances change and write as a Q to P. But the biconditional having the bidirectional. The biconditional PQ, biconditional PQ is the proposition that is true when P and Q have the same truth value. It spells otherwise. Means as so look at the sign biconditional means this one will be true if and only if the biconditional connective will be true if and only if the both of propositions are having the same value. Means P is true, then Q must have to true for the making the biconditional connective true. P is false, then Q must have to become false to making the true value for the biconditional. Means if both P and Q are having the same value, means true to true, false then false. No issue that, but they must have to acquire the same value. Then the biconditional will become true. Now let's see an example. We take the some value like proposition P and for the proposition Q. For the proposition P as we are taking before, false false true true and the Q false true false true. Now let's check for the biconditional. Here as I told you, if P and Q both are same having the same value, means true then true, false then false, but they have to acquire the same value. Here P is false, Q is false, same value, P is false and Q is also false. The biconditional P will become also true, and the P is false and the Q is true. Now the next condition, P is false and the Q is true. Here they are not having the same value. Here the value for the P is false and the value for the Q is true. That's why the output will, this proposition in a biconditional with the biconditional connective will be false. 1 and 0 means false and a true. Not same, then false. 1 and a 1. Here both are true. Same thing. P is true, Q is true, Q is true, P is true. Then we can say, according to the biconditional definition and the rule, the output of this proposition with the biconditional connectives are having the same, because they are having same, will be true. Now a example, the conditional and the biconditionals having some relation. The P conditional Q and Q conditional P is known as also as the simplified form of the biconditional. That is written there. Logical connectives. 2 means here the biconditional can be equivalently read as the form and the way that we can read it, like P if and only if Q, means P and only if Q. P is necessary and sufficient condition for Q. Example for the biconditionals are written like x is greater than 0 if and only if x square is positive, etc., etc. You can understand using this PPT. Thank you. The second part is also complete.